I'm Chloe Cheng at Morrison Academy Taipei, pitching my blue ocean idea, LostHome. In the UK, at school, children lose around 9 items on average per year. And because there are 10 million children in the UK alone, this adds up to 90 million lost goods. What do schools usually do with all of these lost items? Well, most of the time, it ends up in the landfill. This adds to more environmental waste when there are actually people out there who might need these items. Let's take a look at where I live, which is Taiwan. In the local schools in Taiwan, schools have a place to lock up their more quality lost and found goods, their expensive goods for students to claim. However, most of the time, students forget about these goods. Many schools in Taiwan have a problem of keeping these lost goods up to 10 years, even after these students have already graduated. This is a big problem in schools because they don't know what to do with their lost goods. A few years back, they've asked the Taiwanese government to help solve this problem. How can they get rid of their lost goods at school in an environmentally friendly way? Well, the government proposed to just donate all the items to the orphanage. However, through many volunteer sessions at the orphanage, I've come to realize that these orphanages, they don't actually need extra goods. What they actually need is financial aid. My blue ocean idea is having an online platform called LostHome, where schools are able to send photos of lost items to resell lost goods and donate proceeds to underprivileged children. By forming student unions or having the student council take part in this LostHome initiative, students are able to learn the importance of community service and actually make an impact. Schools can sort through their lost items, choose quality goods that they want to resell online. The next step would be taking a photo and sending it to the LostHome platform so that secondhand shoppers would be able to purchase these goods online and have the school who has these lost items and send them to the person who bought them. So let's take a look at the as-is campus. One of the competitors is thrift stores. Like the LostHome platform, they would be selling secondhand goods. However, at LostHome, we would be selling these products for a slightly higher price because we would be donating the money. The quality of the product will increase because many of these lost goods at school are high quality products. They're not products that people don't want anymore. They're products that people would continue using, but they've just lost. These products would be great for secondhand selling when they're unclaimed. Furthermore, most of these goods that students lose will be on trend with the current fad, which increases the appeal of them. The level of eco-friendliness is around the same since they both aim to decrease waste through reutilizing secondhand goods. Store costs at LostHome are non-existent because it's an online platform, and social benefit has dramatically increased. So let's look at 3 tiers of customer. Tier 1 would be budget-conscious customers. So parents who are shopping for low-cost, high-quality children's products could come to the LostHome platform to find these exact goods. Tier 2 would be eco-friendly customers. Customers who prioritize environmentally friendly shopping and want to protect the environment from further waste. Shopping at secondhand stores would make a big impact on the environment as these lost goods aren't going to landfill anymore. Tier 3 is philanthropic shoppers. So customers at LostHome are given the opportunity to support children who are in need. People who choose to purchase at LostHome will be helping other children who really need financial support. This service eliminates physical stores, vintage products, and shoppers from the typical thrift store, and also eliminates the cost of inventory because they're directly donated from the school. It raises the quality of products. It also raises a more focused customer base. Instead of catering to everyone who wants any secondhand good, it mostly focuses on parents who are shopping for their children. It also raises environmental friendliness because it prevents lost items from going to landfill. This service reduces product variation because goods are mostly found at schools owned by students. This service creates positive social impact for schools and for underprivileged children. And it also adds a new service for schools to easily get rid of their unclaimed goods. So what have I done so far to try to make this a reality? I started with experimenting with my school's lost and found. I found hundreds and hundreds of quality goods at my school unclaimed at the end of the semester. I decided to talk to the principal and ask if we could donate these goods to the orphanage that I volunteer at. However, after donating them once, I realized that these underprivileged children, they really don't need extra goods. They have all of these things already. What they actually need is financial aid, which is why the LostHome platform would aim to raise money for these children. The next step would be to partner with schools around the community and set up an online platform for everything to proceed. I'm also currently working on proposing this service to the City Council, since the service would greatly benefit schools and the community. This blue ocean idea opens a new market for secondhand children's goods so that parents can help underprivileged children and schools clean their lost and found by purchasing quality kids' goods for lower prices. Donating proceeds through the sales of LostHome platform to underprivileged children helps resolve the daunting hurdles of cleaning lost goods after each semester at school while providing funds for children who need financial assistance.